simple but sweet benefits from practicing yoga. Benefit number 1, connection and community. I think we don't talk enough. For people that are new to yoga, I feel like most people have the idea of yoga being a practice to feel very relaxed and sleepy before going to bed, or just a place where you go and meditate, this all is true. But yeah, I don't think we talk about these other benefits that I find that are super sweet, that make your life, enrich your life so much. And the first benefit, connection and community. It feels really, really sweet and special. I feel like most cities around the world have a few yoga studios. I'm gonna be talking about Vinyasa heated yoga. It's the one that I've been practicing for many years, and the one that I feel like is most common. You can find it in most places around the world. And it's a nice feeling to know that, if you're traveling or if you just live in that city after a busy day, even I would say after a stressful week of work, knowing that there's this place where you can go and not only do a workout, but have an experience where you feel connection, when you feel connected to other people. Because the energy in a yoga studio, I feel like most people that have been practicing for a little bit yoga understand already that it's a very welcoming, inclusive space. So I would say in most places people are not gonna judge you. In a way, it's not that people are gonna be saying things to you, but in a way there's this energy of celebrating you. I think yoga focuses a lot in the personal experience in a collective space. So everyone is doing your own thing, experiencing your own thing in a group. So that's the reason why no one is gonna judge you. Like all poses are gonna feel very different for everyone. We all have different bodies, so it makes sense that not everyone is gonna be looking the same way when you are practicing yoga, and that's not the goal. I think most teachers also share with us that it's not a place where we go to compete. I feel like there are many other workouts where there's that maybe intention or goal, which is totally fine. But yeah, yoga, it's a lot about you and your personal experience, and it feels like this warm place where you have your own experience, but you feel held from this space, the people, the teacher. So yeah, that's the benefit number 1. I think it's super, super sweet, and I want to say that in most places, in most studios, you can find that. Okay, benefit number 2. I'm also thinking that most people don't know much about this benefit, and it's the fact that through a yoga class, during a flow, we can experience a release of emotions. I don't think it happens all the time. I've been practicing yoga for 6 years, and I had maybe 3-4 years that I was going every day for 6 days. That's a lot. But these days now, I feel like it's only once a week or even like twice a month. And I became more intentional on the way that I practice yoga. And I feel like that's what motivates me, inspires me to share about this benefit. Because now that I understand how my body responds to this kind of movement, whenever I feel a little anxious or I'm a woman, so other girls might relate to this. When we, during our cycle, there are moments where we have, our hormones are a little funky, and we experience a little stress or anxiety. Those are my favorite moments to go to a yoga studio, again, because it feels like a safe space where I can just experience my own emotions, experience whatever I want and whatever I need. And sometimes almost it's like there's this element of almost magic with yoga, where a lot of the times it feels like a synchronicity, that you are needing something and you get to the place, to the studio, and it's almost like the teacher knew that you needed that. There's this like connectivity in yoga that I don't think I have experienced in other workouts, where the teacher is almost like they knew what you needed in the flow. That's exactly what you needed to your body, and you have this amazing release. So I have experience, and I don't know if you have heard about this, about this part of a yoga flow, that it is possible that you have these emotional releases. And I have cried many times in a yoga class, and it feels so good. It's not the same as, you know, when you're watching a movie and you're just like, oh, crying. It's a very special one because it's almost like your emotions are coming from your body, like you're not, you know, even aware where they're coming from. And yeah, something leaves your body. So after the class, you feel, you know, super relaxed from all the stretches and all the things, and also way lighter because you just released these emotions. So that's the benefit number 2. Benefit number 3. This probably can be more obvious, like most people can imagine that this is what you get from any workout, and it's feeling vibrant and energized. But I want to say, and you know, I'm in my mid-30s and I have done many different workouts. The energy you get from a nice yoga flow, it's almost like you can compare when you have a very strong cup of coffee and when you have, you know, green tea. You might get super, you know, stimulated with a very strong coffee, and the energy you get from a cup of tea might not be as much. So, but then, well, I'm just giving the example because I feel like with the tea, you probably won't get the crush you get sometimes from coffee. It's like a cleaner energy. It's a cleaner energy, and I'm gonna get a little hippie here with the terms, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's like mind body energy. You know, it's not only your body, it's just your thoughts and the way you feel. It's just lighter and more sustainable, you know. So I won't say that there's, you know, like a time of the day where you should do yoga, because everyone works very differently. Sometimes when I work out in the morning, sometimes I feel like my body responds better when I do my workouts at night. I go to sleep like a baby, and then I actually have more energy the next day. So everyone needs to try, you know, what's your time. Some people love working out in the middle of the day. It's different for everyone. I need my sleep in the mornings, so I need to save my energy in the mornings because that's when I have, you know, my creative moments. So I need to be very centered in my body and don't have a lot of activation. But anyway, that's me. You need to do you and find what works for you. But if you include 1 or 2 classes of yoga in your week or the month, I guarantee you're gonna start understanding these benefits that I'm talking about. You're gonna be experiencing them. So that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you on my next video. Peace and love.